League Chelsea vs Brighton Hove Albion prediction, team news, lineups preview. A relentless December schedule commences on Sunday for Chelsea and Brighton Hove Albion, who square off at Stamford Bridge in an intriguing Premier League encounter. The Blues were subjected to a 4-1 thrashing at the hands of Newcastle United last weekend, while Roberto De Zerbi's men are into the Europa League knockout rounds thanks to a 1-0 beating of AEK Athens on Thursday. Match preview. Newcastle's injury-hit 11 may have a decimated feel to it heading into the winter months, but it was Chelsea who were torn to shreds during last weekend's battle in the northeast, where a sumptuous Raheem Sterling free kick had initially cancelled out an Alexander Isak opener. Chelsea's respite only lasted until the hour mark, though, as Jamal Lascelles and Joe Linton, who capitalized on a defensive blunder from Thiago Silva, struck twice in the space of 2 minutes for the Magpies, before Anthony Gordon put the cherry on the icing on the cake, with captain Reece James also being banished from the field for 2 bookable offences. A downcast Mauricio Pochettino, who watched on from the stands owing to a touchline ban, admitted that Chelsea's horror show was their worst game of the season so far. And the Blues are still unable to escape the indifference of mid-table. 10th place in the rankings is theirs with a third of the season gone, and Chelsea remain closer to the relegation zone than the Champions League spots points-wise, despite the defeat at St James Park, marking only their second loss from their last 9 matches across all tournaments. Achieving just 1 win from their last 14 Premier League home games, a 3-0 beating of newly promoted Luton Town is simply unacceptable for a club of Chelsea's calibre. And the Blues welcome Brighton to West London, having amassed just 2 points from the last 15 on offer at Stamford Bridge, shipping 10 goals in the process. Brighton could count themselves fortunate not to ship any goals themselves during Thursday's Europa League tie with AEK Athens, as a combination of the Greek giants' wastefulness and Bart Verbruggen in the Seagulls' goal saw the visitors' clean sheet somehow remain intact, while De Zerbi's backline earned their keep. João Pedro calmly stroked home a penalty at the other end of the field to prolong Brighton's maiden European adventure, as the Seagulls, who have a 1-point gap to make up to Marseille, will at least be involved in a knockout round playoff tie a couple of months from now. Success in the Europa League succeeded an equally nerve-wracking Premier League triumph over Nottingham Forest last weekend, which saw De Zerbi's team snap a dismal 6-game winless streak in the top flight to remain in a healthy 8th position, within touching distance of Manchester United and Newcastle United. With the Europa League often providing a safe haven for the ravaged Seagulls, De Zerbi's men will bring a 7-game unbeaten run to Stamford Bridge, including 3 wins from their last 3 on the road, and Brighton have now scored in 11 games in succession, albeit while also failing to keep a single clean sheet in the 2023-24 Premier League. Chelsea were actually the last team to prevent De Zerbi's men from making the net bulge, prevailing 1-0 in September's EFL Cup third-round tie. But the Blues are winless in their last 5 Premier League meetings with Brighton, who spoiled Frank Lampard's Stamford Bridge homecoming with a 2-1 success in this fixture 7 months ago. Team news. Only a few moments after James's dismissal at St James Park, his fellow fullback Marc Cucurella picked up a milestone 5th yellow card of the campaign, denying the former Brighton man a reunion with his old employers as he also serves a 1-game ban. With 2 enforced defensive changes required, Pochettino will be desperate to have Malo Gusto back in the fold following a tendon injury. The Frenchman's chances of playing are thought to be slim, though, while Levi Colwill should get the nod over Ian Maatsen in place of Cucurella. Wesley Fofana knee, Lavia ankle, Trevoh Chalobah thigh, Carney Chukwuemeka knee and Ben Chilwell thigh are all set to miss out again, although Romeo Lavia ankle and Christopher Nkunku knee are closing in on belated competitive debuts, while a midfield recall awaits Moises Caicedo, another former Seagull, after he started on the bench against Newcastle. De Zerbi and Pochettino can empathize over losing their captains to suspension, as Lewis Dunk received 2 yellow cards within a matter of seconds against Nottingham Forest for inexcusably using some choice words towards referee Anthony Taylor, incurring a 2-game ban in the process. Dunk joins Mahmoud Dahoud on the naughty step for the Chelsea clash as the midfielder serves the second of a 3-game domestic suspension for his red card against Sheffield United. And given the visitors' perpetual injury crisis, 18-year-old Jack Hinchelwood may be required to step in at centre-back as James Milner deputises in a full-back role. The luckless Seagulls lost both Tariq Lamptey and Ansu Fati to long-term thigh injuries against Nottingham Forest too. As the pair join Purvis Estupiñán thigh, Adam Webster-Knock, Solly March knee, Danny Welbeck and Julio Enciso last season's match winner at Stamford Bridge in the infirmary. Chelsea possible starting lineup: Sanchez, Disasi, Silva, Badiashile, Colwill, Caicedo, Fernandes, Palmer, Gallagher, Sterling, Jackson. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Verbruggen, Veltman, Hinchelwood, Igor, Milner, Gilmore, Gross, Adingra, Pedro, Mitoma, Ferguson. We say, Chelsea 2-1 Brighton Hove Albion. As suspensions and injuries pile up on both sides, neither manager should witness their team at their free-flowing best on Sunday, where Brighton's streak of both scoring and conceding in Premier League games looks set to continue. Home has not been where the heart is for Chelsea throughout 2023, but with an array of bright attacking options ready to capitalise on Brighton's defensive woes, we have faith in the Blues to right the wrongs of last weekend and make it back-to-back wins over De Zerbi's team. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.